Hello everybody, good morning. Hope your morning is going well. Song on right now, Ain't No Holla Back Girl. So somebody ain't no holla back girl. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Any donations could be sent to the information in the description box, as well as anybody wanting a vent session. That information will also in box. This is going to be a collective reading, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Shuffle these cards up, then we gonna get right into it. Excuse me. Alright, Spirit, please give me the messages for the collective. What could be the energy? Up. So, let's see her. So we got a wholesale vendor. So collective, you could be a wholesale vendor. Or there could be someone who is a wholesale vendor who's in your energy. They could be feeling like till death do us part when it comes to you. Or this wholesale vendor could be dealing with a home health aid worker. Or they could have done something when it comes to home health aid and feel like whatever they've done with this home health aid worker, they feel like it has caused you guys to be till death do you guys' part. So they could have done that they've gotten a home health aid worker to do, and now whatever they have done, they feel like it's till death do you guys part. Or you could be married to a home health aid worker and you could be a wholesale vendor. And we have not into name brands. So you could be someone who's not into name brands, or you could be dealing with someone like this. The name Annie could be significant. Then we got tampered with evidence. So either Annie could have tampered with some evidence. Whatever this evidence is could have to do with health. Or Sean could have, because we got the name Sean. Or Sean and Annie could have worked together to tamper with some evidence that have to do with the healthcare field. And whatever they tampered with to put to their liking, they could feel like it's till death do you guys' part because of whatever they were able to tamper with in regards to your health, or some sort of evidence regarding your health. And like I said, this could have been Sean or Annie, or these two could have worked together to tamper with this evidence. So pretty much, in simplest terms, they could have tampered with this evidence to make it seem like you had a problem in health that couldn't be resolved. And they did this so you would be with them and only them. Pretty much is what I'm getting. And then we have pregnancy. So someone could be pregnant at this time. So someone could feel like they got you pregnant so that you would stay with them. And then we got these people hate you for problems they created. So whoever Sean and Annie is and whoever else they worked with, They could hate you, collective, for problems they created. So they could have done something towards you, but they hate you for it. And then we have abortion. So you could have gotten an abortion after being pregnant with someone's baby that felt like they were going to keep you because of a baby, because of a pregnancy. Or you could have been pregnant and these people could have aborted your baby. So they could have tampered with evidence about an abortion. So they could have made it seem like you lost the baby when really they induced an abortion. So you may have not been that far along and they induced for an abortion to happen. And they could have tampered with evidence of this abortion. And then we have visiting witch practitioners on a routine. So these people could have been visiting witch practitioners on a routine to keep this hidden or to do something towards you to help with whatever induction that they did for this abortion to go through. So not only did they do something to induce an abortion, they could have also went to a witch practitioner to make sure that you had this abortion. And then we have stage. So these people could have staged something. Staged an event. Or what I'm getting to is these people could have staged an abortion, but really it wasn't an abortion. They could have been doing something else. Now, I don't know if they staged this abortion to make it seem like it was a natural or normal abortion. But they could have been trying to experiment on you when it came to some sort of witchery. What else in regards to this reading, Spirit? What else? So we got the community in the reverse. Aries energy. So there could be an Aries who's a leader of a community of unhappy families. So these could be people that have unhappy families that doesn't like to see happy families. So they try to destroy happy families or what they think is a happy family looking on the outside. So they could do witchcraft on people who are pregnant and seem to be in a happy situation, a happy family, or have the potential to have a happy family, with bringing another life into the family. So they try to destroy these families by inducing abortions. So they could be staging these things, like I said, by doing witchcraft on pregnant that seems to be in a happy situation in regards to pregnancy and whoever they have a family with. So whatever this witchcraft is, it can cause complications to a person so that they would go to the doctor, or feel like there is no way that they could carry the pregnancy. So like ectopic pregnancies, they could tell people that they have ectopic pregnancies so that they can induce miscarriage, when really it's an abortion. Because if it's nothing really wrong and you're saying that something is wrong and you're just inducing abortion for no reason, well, miscarriage for no reason, is pretty much an abortion. So there could have been a reunion, a family or families that didn't come together because of these staged situations that these people have been doing to families, just because they're in unhappy families. So therefore, where a baby would have brought families together, it could have kept families apart from each other, or delayed situations, being as though these mothers had to have abortions or forced miscarriages. And we have pain. So they could have caused a lot of families pain because of this. So they could have caused a lot of heartbreak. They definitely caused betrayal to people. Like I said, if they saw families that were happy having a baby, because for families that really want their children, they are happy to bring a life into the world. And for these people to do this, that is definitely a betrayal. So they left a lot of people lonely, because them doing this could have broke people apart. Because maybe the other party could have thought that their person was doing something wrong to have miscarried, or they just wanted an abortion behind their back, when really it was these unhappy people that work in home health care or in the healthcare community that just don't like to see families happy, and they do witchcraft on them to cause problems that weren't there, just so they could abort these babies. Like I said, they induce these miscarriages, but if there's nothing wrong and it's just due to what they've caused, it's an abortion on their part. So this could have brought a lot of division to families. Like I said, a lot of depression, unhappiness, grief, sorrow, confusion. Because at one point, these mothers could have been told that everything was fine during their pregnancies, just to all of a sudden be told that there was complications, or that their babies are growing in a fallopian tube, which is ectopic pregnancy. So they could have went from one change to another, and this could have brought great sorrow. So they could have been alienated from their families. So they could have, like I said, caused a lot of unhappy families due to what they were doing in the background. Any more messages for this reading, spirit? I don't know why giving this reading is making my voice real shaky. Like, I feel heavy in this energy. I don't even know why I'm picking this up, man. And then we got fulfillment in the upright Pisces energy. So I don't know if a Pisces was involved in doing this, but this could have brought them fulfillment, or to have a family with someone. could have brought them fulfillment until these people did whatever they did. So it could go both ways. This Pisces could be one of these healthcare workers that had a hand in this and doing this to people, causing unhappy families. And that brought them wish fulfillment because they either cannot have a family. This could be someone who can't get pregnant or always have complications with pregnancies. So it could have brought them happiness, joy, content. They was content with doing this to people. And they got real creative with this. Like I said, they could have been visiting witch practitioners on a routine. So every time they would see a family that was happy, that was about to have a baby, a bundle of joy, they got creative with how they would ruin their families. And they was very optimistic about this, very satisfied, felt like they succeeded at doing this, which they did if they've done this to people and got away with it. So they could have gotten a reward for this. They could have been paid to do this as well. Any more for this message, Spirit? Any more? I don't like this energy. I don't. Shaking my head, yo. I don't like it. And then we got rest in the upright. So you could be a Libra that this just recently happened to, and you could be needing rest at this time. You could be in fear and anxiety. You could have a lot of stress, mental overload, need to empty, relax, need peace and tranquility, sanctuary and meditation. So you could be meditating on how this happened. Like I said, if you were in a period where your pregnancy was going well, just to all of a sudden be told that there's a need for your baby to be released, or that they're no longer seeing your baby, or that you're no longer pregnant all of a sudden, you may be very confused about the situation and stressed out because, like I said, things could have been going good for you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in a reverse. So these people's will could be in a reverse for doing this to people. So they could be headed for bad luck. Or these could be people that suffer from a lot of bad luck. And because of their bad luck, they try to put bad luck on others. They could be in a lot of turmoil or like to see people in a lot of turmoil. They create a lot of chaos. Like I said, these people hate the people that they do this to for the problems that they created. So they create these problems, but they will hate the people that they do it to. So they can have a lack of control, obviously. And they can like to interfere with people's families, like to interfere in people's lives and bring unwelcome change. So in return, they will be getting unwelcome change, and that is for them to forever be in chaos and have bad luck for doing this to people in their families. And then we have the Knight of Cups in a reverse, Scorpio energy. So a Scorpio energy could be involved in this. They could be someone who gives unrequited love. So they could like to see people sad. They are a manipulator. This is someone that likes to have one-night stands. They like to cheat. So they could have these one-night stands and get women pregnant. And these could be women that they cheat with. And once they get them pregnant, they could stage for them to have to go through this. So like I said, the whole time they could be dealing with someone and they could get them pregnant, but it could be a one night stand. This person could be doing this on purpose as well because they're a manipulator and they could be getting rewarded for doing this. So I don't know what they're getting. Maybe this is just how they sacrifice babies. So this could be a group of people that work together to sacrifice babies to get money. And this Scorpio could be one of them. Now, I don't know if this Scorpio could have done this to a Libra. But they could do this once they get a person pregnant. So they could have a one night stand with someone that they cheated with, get them pregnant, and they could be nice up until they get them pregnant. So you could be talking to this person even if you just had a one night stand with this person, but you could realize the change after they've gotten you pregnant. So they could give unrequited love just to see you sad. And then they put the icing on the cake by making you go through this. So like I said, your pregnancy could be just fine until these people do this witchery on you. And then your pregnancy just go to shit pretty much. So you start having complications, or next thing you know, they call you in and they claim it's a ectopic pregnancy that they have to release the baby when really they're just aborting the baby to get funds, because that is the operation that these people do anymore. Now, these could be men that don't like women, and they group up with healthcare workers that are females who don't like to see other happy families, because they could be females working with these males that can't get pregnant. So they don't like to see other people, well, other women pregnant and in a happy situation. So you got people like that working together. Women that can't have babies working with men who don't really like women. So they get them pregnant and sacrifice their babies for money, to sum it up. And then we got patience in the upright Virgo energy. So collective, you could have needed patience in a situation. You could have Virgo in your chart, or you could be a Virgo. You could have needed patience in regards to a new job, self-employment. Self-employment could be your new job. You could be establishing a business, trade, gaining a reputation off of your craft. You could bring quality to this craft or business, and you could be becoming a master. You could be hard working with this, very committed and dedicated. So if you had to go through a situation like this, or you dealt with this situation, you could have needed patience, because they could have done this because they saw that you were working on a business of yourself that you were trying to establish. So they could have sent in one of these men that don't like women to try and get you pregnant, to do this to you, to throw you off, or because they see you as someone very business savvy, or you could have certain gifts that are very valuable. So they felt like whatever seed comes out of you will also be gifted. So they could have tried to get you pregnant by one of these men so they could sacrifice one of your babies as well. So this could be the kind of people that they go after as well. So not only do they feel like these people or these women have the opportunity to have a happy family, these could be women that are very gifted, women that has the potential to be very abundant, women that are able to establish businesses. These are the women that they could go after. And then we have justice in a reverse. So these people love to give people injustice. Now, for whatever reason, they could feel like they're giving these people karma, but they could be very dishonest. Like I said, they could just be telling lies. I said, one minute you could think that your pregnancy is going well, and then they lie and tell you that things are not, so they'll be able to do this. And because of their position, you really feel like you have no other choice but to believe them because of who they are. They're in the health industry. That's supposed to be their job, to tell you what is going on with your health. And just for these people to lie for their own benefit, it's very unjust and corrupt. And they refuse to take responsibility for the things that they've been doing to people. So they could be avoiding taking responsibility for doing this to people. And the way that they avoid taking responsibility is to tamper with evidence, try to hide evidence, so this never comes out anymore. I'm sorry, y'all. This is really heavy. I feel majorly heavy in this reading. Like my chest is, and I'm so shaky for whatever reason. Any more, Spirit? Any more? Any more? So we got the Page of Wands in a reverse. Oh, wow. Sagittarius energy. So there could be a Sagittarius also involved in this, and handing out these injustices. So they could be on a hush, or they could know that someone's a part of doing this. So they could be friends, a family member, or just around this person. So they could know something that they're not supposed to know. So they could be being paid to keep this a secret. Or they could be trying to pay people to keep this on a hush, keep it a secret if they're involved, whoever this Sagittarius is. But they could realize that they were being gullible for keeping this on a hush if they were told to keep this on a hush. They could have a lack of energy right now, a lack of ideas, creativity, ambition, goals, and plans because they kept this on a hush. So they could have realized that they were a part of this injustice by keeping this on a hush, instead of letting it be known what was going on to help people out in the situation. And then we have Lost in a reverse, Scorpio energy as well. So whoever this Scorpio is, they could be moving forward from this, continuing on, trying to accept help and heal through this, or heal from them not liking women. They could be wanting forgiveness for what they've been doing to women and trying to rejoin the world after a period of healing. Maybe they had to sit with themselves and wonder why they feel so harshly towards women and wanted to involve themselves in doing this. Any So we got feels entitled to your energy. So whoever this Scorpio is, collective, they could feel entitled to your energy, or these people that worked against you to do this to you, or their victims, they feel like they're entitled to their energy. And then we have 2021. So this could have happened in 2021 where they did this. And ever since then, they felt entitled to your energy for whatever reason. Now, if you were dealing with one of these people that were involved in this and doing this to people, you could have met them in 2021. This fake abortion could have happened in 2021. Then we have once your struggle to be permanent. So these people could have wanted your struggle to be permanent. So you could have been struggling for a period of time, could have been struggling since 2021, and they could have wanted this to be permanent for you because they could have been feeding off your energy, collective, and they feel entitled to it. So while they live good after already getting a reward for sacrificing a baby of yours, collective, they also was pulling on your energy, living off your energy, and wanted you to struggle. Then we have hates you but want you to love them. So whoever this Scorpio is, they could hate you but want you to love them. Then we have content with misjudging you. So this person could be content with misjudging you, or these people that had a hand in this, they could be content with misjudging you. Then we have doesn't want their lover but doesn't want anyone else to have them either. So like I said, if this was someone you were involved with, they don't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you either. And they don't know how to mind their business, collective. They could always be in your business because they feel entitled to your energy. So they feel like they have every right to be in your business, to know what's going on in your life. Then we have never was a friend to you, always a op. So this person could have always been your op. Like I said, they came in with ulterior motives from the start, collective, whether you knew it or not. Then we have never-ending story. So you could feel like it's a never-ending story with this person or these people. And we have trying to have something they can pin on you so they can provoke you to see your reaction. And then we have only wants to marry you just to unalive you. So now this person could be coming in claiming to want marriage with you, only to unalive you because you could know the truth about what they've done. Or they could want to unalive you because the energy that you hold, they could want it for themselves. Then we have refused to stop trying to unalive you. So these people could refuse to stop trying to unalive you. So they already unalived a baby of yours. Now they refuse to stop trying to unalive you, collective. That's crazy. Any more for this collective reading, Spirit? Any more? Any more? So we got Fuego. So this could be someone that you had a lot of chemistry with. You could have shared intense passion with this person. You could have felt like things were heating up. But this person was a frenemy all along. Like I said, they was never a friend to you. They was always a op. They were two-faced. They had hidden intentions from the start, like I said. They don't like women, collective. They just look for people to sacrifice. And they'll sacrifice you, your baby. And then we have lucky break. So you could be coming into a lucky break, or they could have targeted you, collective, because they knew that you were going to get a lucky break. So you could have some good fortune that's attached to you, like I said, and that's why they feel so entitled to your energy, because you could have energy that's very fortunate, very abundant. Or they could just know that you have some good fortune that's coming towards you, because it says good things coming, turning point. So they could know that this is going to happen for you. So they could be trying to come and marry you and unalive you so they could have it for themselves. And like I said, if they're able to work with people that's in the healthcare field, best believe they're going to have something up their sleeve if they marry you to unalive you and make it look like it was natural. So I wouldn't do it. And we have turn. So this person could be a party animal. They could like to indulge in sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. So these people could like to turn up together. And then we have kinky ways. So this person could have kinky ways about them. They could like to fulfill their fantasies and their fetishes. They could be sexually open. Like I said, this person likes to have one-night stands. They are a cheater. If they are in a relationship, or whenever they are in a relationship, they like to cheat on their spouse because they like to see people sad. The only time they like to see people happy is when they're turning up with them. Other than that, they like to see people sad, because this could be a sad person, someone who is always down unless they're getting turned. So if they're not getting turned up, they're sad. So they could be looking to explore. So they're always looking to explore with different people to see if they could fulfill their fantasies and their fetishes. So this person could be really kinky, and they could be trying to see who's the kinkiest, or how kinky could people really get. This person could have no limits when it comes to sex. Any more for this reading, spirit? Any more? So we got squad. So this is definitely a squad of people that's been doing this. And like I said, they could be trying to come and reconcile, come in and act like they want to marry you. But like I said, it's just to unalive you. So this could be a squad of people that do this to people that's close friends with each other. They could feel like these people are a part of their soul tribe because they're interested in doing the same things to people, wanting to break up families, create unhappy homes, unhappy families, and see people sad. So they could feel like this is their soul tribe of people because they're into the same wicked shit. And then we have repo. So someone could be getting their car repo or home repo. They could be default on payments, financially incapable, and getting their assets assets repossessed, or they could have tried to make you suffer repo or go through repo. So they could have put you in a period to where you were financially incapable, and you could have been at a point where your assets were going to be repossessed. And they could have wanted this for you because, like I said, they want your struggle to be permanent. Because they like to see people sad. Like I said, any more for this reading, Spirit? Any more? Any more? Any more? Then we got rebound. So you could have been a rebound to this person because, like I said, they could be a cheater, a manipulator. So they manipulate people into being their rebound. So they could be the type of person to lie about their situation, what they got going on. They could pretend like they're single or like they're on a break from their person, and that's all to force you into being a rebound. So this person could be real flighty. One minute they want to deal with you, and then the next minute they don't. So they could just see people as temporary options. Whenever they want to deal with them, you're supposed to be available. And when they don't want to deal with you, then they're just not going to deal with you. They could be on to the next. So they could have unpredictable intentions, as we already said that. Very unpredictable. But I really think that sums up the reading right there. That's crazy. So it's a squad of people doing this wicked shit. Y'all watch out there. Damn, that's crazy. But anyways, that was the reading for the collective. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be back with another one. Hopefully it ain't nothing as heavy as this, because I'm still a little shaky. And still feeling heavy. Like, this was crazy that I even pulled on this. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. Deuces. I holla.